We've been playing some good hockey. Yesterday was a good game against a good team. I mean, you're going into another tough building and another good team. Just how do you guys approach it? Are you at all affected by what happened last night? How do you guys go into this one?
Well, it's an opportunity to have a pretty successful road trip. A 3-1 trip is going to feel a lot better than 2-2. And this team kind of owe one. They gave it to us pretty good on home ice, 5-2. The approach shouldn't change. Again, we've been playing tight hockey games, and when you're playing tight games like this, sometimes your special teams has to be the difference, and it had been up until last game. But I don't think it's going to affect us too much as far as being down or negative. Pretty positive outset, and hope for a good finish to a trip.
You're a jack of all trades. You can chip in offensively. You do chip in offensively. How's that coming along in your mind right now?
It's a rough patch right now. And I think it kind of coincides with a lot of guys on the team right now, fighting it a little bit. I'm still getting the looks and the shots, but the pucks aren't going in. But it's disappointing. I'm disappointed in myself. I've set higher standards, and I'm behind that right now. And I feel like this team relies on people like me to help. So it's something that I'm going to work through. Not, by any means down by it. I've had tough stretches in my career before, so I can kind of draw back on that. But it just takes one game to turn, so I'll be ready for that game.
Does it also coincide, well, you mentioned a little bit, but like the power play this year as opposed to last year, it seemed like last year on almost every time you went out there, you had that one-timer teed up, and this time it's maybe not coming as much. Have you noticed that at all? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten that shot off particularly as much. I don't know if that's just teams keying on it or the way teams kill or maybe what we're looking for. But it hasn't happened. It's pretty early in the year. I think there's going to be opportunities for that play to open up again, and I'll get it off. And I'm expected to contribute on the power play. I take a lot of pride in being out there. There's certainly other guys that would love to step into that spot. So I feel the pressure to produce, and I know I will at some point.
How important is this to win this one? Because if you somehow don't win it, then you could come back from the road trip and you're still in the same hole. You win the first two, but lose the next two, and it's only most times the 500 road trip is great, but unless you're already in a hole when you go on the road trip.
Yeah, I think circumstances are the way they are now. Our record has put us in a situation that losing games now is magnified. Power play goals against, the way our penalty kill is, any goal against now is magnified. We want a 3-1 trip. We want to come back, say we've built something positive to going into those two games at home. But circumstances have changed. We've had a bad start, and 2-2 road trips now aren't good enough. We've got to be better.
Too bad, because normally they are. I mean, go on a road trip, play 4 games, yeah, great.
Well, and to be honest, we've played good road hockey. We've stunk at home. So hopefully, again, a good road trip here can carry over into some games at home. Then we're going back out on the road for another long one. So we just got to be ready to win hockey games, anyone we get.